minute. Okay, we are live now. I can see Joanne. Joanne, how are you?
Good afternoon, sir. I'm fine, thank you, sir. Hope your week has been good.
Yeah. We. Très bien, merci. Thank you very much. Emeka,
Yeah, I'm good. Good afternoon, sir.
hi. Don, Richard,
Yeah,
Stephen.
good afternoon.
Awesome, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Welcome. So far, is there any of you that just joined? Even in the comment section, if you just joined us, let me know so that I can give you a hi. You know.
Good one.
Okay, I see couple of persons just joined. You're welcome. You're welcome. Please try to join the Discord server if you haven't yet, so that you can. If you are in a live, please make sure that you are in a very less noisy place. Okay. So good to see you guys. So today we are going to be talking about some basic features in Microsoft Excel. Okay. Some basic features in Microsoft Excel.
Okay.
And I'll try my best to use simple language to explain whatever complex thing you think Excel is all about. I need in my classes I always try to make sure that I always try to make sure that I always try to make sure that even children or teenagers or those who are new to tech would literally fall in love with data. I'm trying to see if I can. So far, is there any question? If you are just joining, is there any question? All right. If there's no question, let me see if I can share my screen. I'm going to drop the material for today in the Discord server. Just give me a minute so that you guys can have access to it. Please, this is our intellectual property. Try not to abuse it. I beg you. It took us a lot of talent and time to actually put this material together. So that's what we are going to be using for practice today. I'm looking for the link to the Discord server so that I can just drop it there. Um, okay, send it. See if I can share my screen. Please, is there anyone with a link or welcome? If you are just joining, welcome, welcome. Please let me know if you can see my screen.
We are not yet seeing your screen, so
All right, let me share my screen. Um, Awesome. So good to see this person. This is what I'm talking about. If you are just joining, please catch up with the previous class. Can you see my screen now?
Yes, sir.
ABDMLK. I don't know how that is pronounced, but your picture is a picture of a dog. I'm sure you are a human being. So good to see that you catch up with the previous class. Well done. Please catch up, guys, so that you will not be found wanting if we are talking about something else. So this is what we are going to be talking about today. I'm going to be sending this material across to you guys. I'm going to do that in a few minutes, seconds rather. So this I think this should. I don't. Um. Okay, some of you complained that. Okay, sorry guys, I logged into the wrong server. Let me quickly sort this out. Can you guys hear me, please?
Yeah, I
Yes,
can
sir.
hear you now.
Yes, we can
All
hear
right,
you now.
awesome. Thanks for your patience. I think I've sorted it out. I had another Discord server. I had a job and I forgot to log out, so I had to connect it. The Health Tech is Discord server. So you can see my screen, can't you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes, we can see your screen.
Awesome. So this is the Discord server link for those of you that are just joining. And I'm going to copy this link now. I'm going to copy it here. Where is it? Okay. I think I'm going to create an invite. Set never to expire. I don't know why it keeps expiring. So I'll just copy this one, right? And then paste it for you guys. Meanwhile, go to July Excel materials, and that's where you have the recording. I'm going to drop the material for today, upload a file. Please get used to these things because this is probably what a lot of organizations would use when it's time for you to navigate their space. Okay, so I'm going to have documents, and this should be masterclass. Yes, then click on it. This is the first class material, right? So you should have it. Please, can someone check? Can you see it? Those of you in the
Yes,
Discord
sir.
server.
Yes, sir. It's in the
All right,
server.
awesome. So open it up and let's begin our class. So if you are not joined the server, I'm going to drop the link in the comment section now, so that you can go and check it out. You can also drop it in the Telegram group just in case there are people who are there that will need it. So should we continue the class now? I hope everyone have gotten the material. Are we good to go?
Yes, I
So
just
give us,
downloaded it. Yes.
I should do what?
we are trying to download it.
Awesome.
Yes, we
So this
are good
material
to go.
belongs
Good
to
to go,
Dahel
sir.
Consultants and Techies, Africa's most affordable data-driven and solutions-driven consulting and network firm. We've trained over 12,000 students. Now it's more than 17,000 because of your cohort, from more than 6 countries since inception. If you got this material, it means you enroll for one of our Microsoft Excel courses. You are legally not bound not to share or use our intellectual property with any one of the purposes different from what is intended for. Okay. If you need permission to use this material, please kindly email us on the email I've been provided. So getting started, we have already looked at a few of the things that we can start learning. We looked at what rows and columns are. We looked at how to prepare magnificent charts. We looked at visually aiding. Did we talk about this? Visually aiding conditional formatting, basic. We talked about trend identification. So let's look at the what have we not talked about last week amongst all of this. Any response?
Visually aiding. I don't think we didn't talk about the visually aiding conditional formatting.
Okay, that one is simple now. All of you know it, have you? Everybody, you guys understand how to conditionally format in Microsoft Excel. No need to teach it now. Una sabi am.
As and not everybody knows. People in the comments are saying they don't know, so not everybody knows.
Ah, If you are complaining that my screen is blurry, that means you are just joining. And all you need to do is go to the settings of your YouTube, increase the, I don't know, what is it they call it? What is it they call it again? What are we increasing?
Resolution.
Resolution. Yeah, you can just type it out for this person, please. For Patricia Onen. So let's look at visual conditional formatting, just the basic one, because we are going to be looking at the one that's a bit more advanced much later. Should we proceed?
Yes, we can proceed.
All right, so let's do something. I want to go to another new page. Just want to open an entire new page. Good. So let's look at conditional formatting. All right. And we'll be looking at sales. So Joanne, let's give me an idea of a fictional data set.
Let's look at sales. The what's it called again? Yes, sales of
Okay.
staff in a company. So we know people to lay off if they don't reach a particular mark, a particular condition.
Okay. So don't. Oh, awesome. So how do we do that? Let's say we are looking at managers, right? Managers and the sales they have been able to make, because we probably want to lay off some staff, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So this is what happens when you wake up in the morning and you receive an email from your office. They are telling you that, oh, Joanne, I'm so sorry that we have to lay you. We have to let you go. They don't have anything about you. It's just basically because you've not made enough sales. Sales target met. How do I put it in such a way that we know we are looking at okay, let me put sales and then I have a target. Good. Something like this. So for the managers, give me names, random names, please. Drop your names in the comment section. Let me use you as example. Give me random names.
Emeka.
Come on, guys. Let's do this quickly.
Musa.
Michael.
Musa.
Am I still in class?
Yes, sir. We can hear you.
We can hear you loud and
Yeah.
Josephine.
All right.
Emeka.
Musa
Dauda.
Who else?
Emeka.
Daniel.
Dauda. Who else?
Emeka.
Emeka. All right.
Joy.
Two more persons.
Joy.
Joanne.
Joy. Okay.
No, I'm the owner of the company. I'm the one laying them off.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yes, so Joanne.
David. Okay,
Tinubu.
So we have Musa. Musa belongs to which branch?
A branch.
Let's give Musa the Ghana branch. Josephine the Cotonou branch. Dauda the Chad branch. Emeka Onitsha branch. Is that the cell Onitsha? Onitsha.
Yeah, Onitsha, yeah. Joy, Abuja branch.
Which
Abuja.
country is
Dubai.
because Nadia Joy. Tinubu Niger. And then let's have sales targets. Let's say if the Ghana guys, well, we're looking at everything in dollars, right? So they were able to, let's say you want to lay off. Okay, now for conditional formatting, the Joanne wants to lay off managers, all right, who
did not reach the target.
who made less than 50,000 in sales per annum. All right. So let's say Ghana, they made 150,000. Cotonou made 20,000. Chad made 50,000. Onitsha made 200,000. Abuja made 250,000. Niger made 15,000. And all of this, we say in dollars. Okay. You color put this in color. Put it here, that's yellow, then red, then you can golden it. Good. So now we want to be able to see the highest sales just by gazing at the diagram, and we want to be able to see the lowest. We want to make a quick decision based on what we have already here. So all we need to do is to highlight where you have your sales. Are you guys following?
Yes.
Yeah.
Highlight where you have your sales. Go to where you have your home menu. Click on conditional formatting. Then let's say we want to highlight sales. We want to highlight sales that are less than. You guys remember sales that are less than. So what sales that are less than what? 50,000. Can you see that? It has automatically highlighted 20 and 15 for you. And then you click on OK. Can you see that, guys? So without wasting time, if you have a list of, let's say, 100 managers in 20 countries, this is what you do to eliminate quickly. Just look at the places that are colored. I hope you understood this now. This one, this is conditional formatting. If you want to know what conditional formatting is, just take your cursor there and then read what's there. Can someone read, please?
Yeah.
Highlight interesting cells, emphasize unusual values, and visualize data using data bars, color scales, and icon sets based on criteria.
Awesome. So what was our criteria? What was our criteria?
Less than 50,000.
Exactly. God bless you. Bless your lips, bless your face, bless your nose. You are very smart. Let me check. Are there questions on how I was able to achieve this number one? Are there questions?
Yes.
Please, you guys should help me check. Yes,
Chibuike
what is the question?
Michael said that you should please repeat it.
Okay. I should please repeat. All right. Instead of repeating, let me try another one. So let's try another data set. What is that person's name?
Chibuike Michael. Chibuike.
Chubueke. So let's use Chubueke for instance.
Chibuike,
Chubueke.
not Chubuike.
Chubuike, not
Oh,
Chubuike, please.
All right.
Chubuike. Thank you, sir.
Chubuike. All right. So let's say for Chubuike, so let's say Chubuike wants to relocate from where is Chubuike are present at the moment. Chubuike, where are you?
Chubuike is in Nigeria. He wants to come back to Nigeria.
Oh, okay. Okay. So we have country, then we have population, then we have let's say GDP, right? Those in economics, I know it's not GDP that is used to look at the index, like how good people are living in the country and things like that. There's a name for that type of indicator. GDP is gross domestic product, right?
Yes.
There's an indicator used to assess how well people live in a country.
HDI.
Who knows?
Human Development Index.
SDI?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Human Development Index. Awesome. So is it measured in percentage or there's a number attached to it?
It's measured in percentage.
Okay, the higher the percent, the higher the HDI, like
Yes, sir.
the means of livelihood and human activities, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So let's say for Chibike is considering the following countries: Niger, considering the UK, considering Canada, considering China, considering Dubai, considering India, right? So for Chubike to make a decision, he will now look at the population. Niger population, let's say in millions, we are looking at, let's say, 10 million. The UK will be looking at 20, Canada 38, China would be looking at, these guys are too many, right? So let's 1 billion. But let's just say 500, right? Dubai 25, India, they are too much again, too many people, let's say 600. So population in millions, right? And then I'm going to wrap my text to see the millions I just wrote. Then for the HDI, there's a coup in Niger, so their human development index will probably be 20%. UK will be looking at 60. Canada will probably look at 65. China, we are looking at 68. Dubai will probably look at 70. India, we are looking at 50. Now, all of these in percent, right? And then you put this in percent. Or better still, we can just write this here, bracket open, and put a percentage, and that's it. So let's try this because I'm still going to go back to the first data set to show you guys another. So I'm going to highlight this. Let me choose another color, green, and choose another color, maybe black. All right. So for us to make a decision to say the higher the HDI, we want to consider countries that are higher than 60. I know that in Nigeria, when people want to jagba means, like you want to travel. When people want to travel to another country, they don't really look at these things. Their own now, oh yeah, give me passport. Oh yeah, give me visa. They just want to leave by all means. Those who are actually in Niger or in war-torn countries, if they want to run away from, the least thing that's on their mind is HDI. True or false? They just want to live to a place they can breathe. Now, people who don't chop belleful for Nigeria or Ghana or Senegal, now them they look at HDI. When you want to invest in a business in another country, that's where you begin to consider these things. But if you are going as a student, you just want to leave your country, most of the time you don't look at HDI. But let's say Chubike is a mature, comfortable person and wants to really consider the HDI in countries before he moves to those countries. So he probably put the countries in a Microsoft Excel sheet. Go ahead to use conditional formatting. You will highlight everything here and then go to conditional formatting, which is under the home menu. Click on the drop down, go to where you have highlight cell rules. Remember, conditional formatting simply takes certain criteria and make that criteria to be bold, appear bold. So we're looking at countries that have HDI greater than, so we're going to choose greater than this time around. Now we want to choose greater than what? 50. Or did we say 50 or we said 60? We say greater than 60. And we want to change the color to, let's say, yellow fill with dark, right? And you click on OK. Can you see that? It automatically highlights to you that there are these countries, Canada, China, and Dubai. So if you are looking at countries with higher HDI, you will want to consider those three countries. Now, this is what we did for this one. We wanted to look at Joanne wants to lay off managers who made less than 50,000 in sales. So if you have something like this from your boss, they want to lay off staff. Probably they want to increase salaries. Okay, and they are telling you as a data analyst using Excel, give me the names of the managers that have been able to meet our targets. You won't go if you have 100 list of managers. You won't be searching for them all over. You are not interested in their names. Remember, the last time we talked about what? What did we talk about? Primary and secondary columns. Do you guys remember?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes.
if you know primary and secondary columns, you know that the primary column here is what? The managers. And for you to make the managers make sense, you need to choose another numerical column, which is the sales or target. And mix that together. You concentrate on analyzing the sales column. You just highlight everything there, go to conditional formatting, click on highlight cell rules that are less than, okay, less than 50, and then we click on less than, put your 50, and then that is it. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
I hope there's no question on this one now.
Sir, there's a
No, wait.
question.
Think about conditional form. Okay.
There's a question
Asking
asking
what? Go ahead.
conditional formatting. If conditional formatting can be done any other way besides this, e.g., using formulas.
Of course, the if function, we can try that, but that's not now. You can see from here, we have if statements. Can you see your sheets? We are going to be looking at the if statements. But don't be too fast. We'll talk about that any other way. But if I don't want to use the if statement, maybe I just want to look at the data as fast as possible. I use conditional formatting, insert my values, and there you can go. This is just basic Excel. All of you are supposed to know this from that your computer lesson that they taught you in secondary school. What happened? Why did you forget anyway?
Sir, you can't forget what they did not teach you.
Oh, they didn't teach you. I heard some of you are computer science graduates. Why are you in this class?
With only by certificate, not by practice or profession.
Anyway, another thing I want to remind you guys, anytime you think about conditional formatting, the person that just spoke, what's your name, sir?
Okay, Onyebuchi Emmanuel.
Onyebuchi, are you single or single?
No, I'm married.
You are married. Okay. Now let's imagine your wife's name is Blessing. Okay, let's imagine her name is Blessing. I don't know how you met her, but I am pretty sure that apart from your wife, Blessing, there were so many other ladies you used to date in those days. Huh? Tell me the truth. True or false?
Honestly, I never dated.
You never dated. But in this class, I want to impose dating on you.
All right, agree. Yeah, a lot. Yes, yeah, we have agreed.
So let's say you dated 5 ladies, including Joanne in this class. And the problem you had with Joanne, let's look at this quickly. Okay. So this is Onyebuchi. Is Onyebuchi right?
Yes, correct.
So your ex, you have Joanne, you have Judith.
Okay.
Let me just be giving you the name of all my ex. All
right.
You have Patience. You have you have Chi. Chidinma. You have okay, let's manage these ones because I know that you don't go far.
Yes, I didn't go far.
Now let's say that there are certain things that you looked out for. Let's say we want to call them attributes, right?
Right.
So for Joanne, you discover that she was never content. Joanne, this is not you, but let's imagine this is you now. She's never content. If you buy her an iPhone, she wants a Mercedes. If you get her a Mercedes, she wants your head on a platter. And she would always be comparing you with one sugar daddy. The man that is footing her bills. So that's her attribute. So for Judith, Judith was the worst cook ever.
Okay.
Or the worst chef. They cannot even prepare Indomie. Then Patience. I will not talk this one. I'll just write it. Okay. Then Chidinma. Let's say Chidinma. What can I tell? What is?
She loves church a lot.
Say it, because I know it's what? She loves church a lot.
Yeah, she's too religious.
Too religious. All right, better. So these are the attributes. And let's say, to be honest, guys, if you are dating anyone, there are certain things you can manage. Which I want you to look at. I want you to look at all of these lists. Yes. Let's say you are forced. You must marry one of these people. Who are you going to marry? Who are you going to choose amongst all of these people?
Okay, I would choose Judith.
Okay. Okay. You choose Judy because you can probably help her, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Or get
Yes,
a,
yes,
or get a chef. She could be every other thing, but she's a
yes.
very bad chef, and you don't mind. But then you are not
Bad
okay
chef.
with someone who is not,
Yes, sir.
is never content, someone who is a stripper. You can't
Can
imagine someone else smacking something, pouring. Oh my
yeah.
God, you will not sleep well. Um, Even though I enjoy it anyway back in the day. And then Chidinma was too religious. Um, Anytime you want to drop a kiss on Chidinma's cheek, she will say she's fasting. There is not
Yes.
time. If you wait. All
Okay.
right. So that
You
thing
back-
happened. I'm just laughing. I'm just laughing, guys, because these are things. These are some of the things I've experienced before. And Onyebuchi, I understand with you. So this
Yes, sir.
happens in life. Think about it that way. If you think about conditional formatting to be, you have every detail you need, but there's something that you want to stand out. For Onyebuchi, you want Judy to stand out.
Yes.
If you think about it this way, then it will be easier to ask yourself. The question you need to ask yourself now is, what function or
Yes, sir.
what formula can I use to make sure that anywhere there is a Judith, then I will pick her. I'm going to explain this. I'm going to explain this better
Okay.
when we start talking about if function. But for now, this is what Excel does. So that anywhere you hear somebody is a Judith and somebody is a worse chef, you automatically would make a choice because the formula or the function will make that choice for you. Remember when you are inserting your password on your
Yes.
phone. If you put your password, some of you have what is called a password manager. So what a
Yes.
password manager does is that it helps you to remember your passwords. So if
Yes.
your name is Onye, for instance, and your password is Judith, right?
Yes.
Judith,
Yes.
I love food. Mhm.
Okay.
Judith, I love food, Ash. That's your password. And then the code, for those of us that are into coding and machine learning stuff, we are now going to, in our software, in our life, we are going to say, anywhere you see Onye, I need
Okay.
you to use this password and log me in. Remember, when
Yes.
you are using your phone and then you insert your fingerprint into the phone and you use your fingerprint as your password, what you are telling the phone software is that anytime you see my fingerprint, open my phone. Guys, are you following me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good. That is the same technology that works in your ATM. When you insert your card, once you insert your card, it reads and it sees your name. Anytime
Yes.
the card sees your name, it has to make sure that your name tallies with your password. If you insert a wrong password, it's going to tell you wrong password, isn't it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
If
Yes,
you
sir.
take if you take a Joan, if you take a Joan to an Onyebuchi, a Joan and an Onyebuchi is a wrong combination. It will never
Yes.
work. The code will be faulty. The marriage will not work. There will be trouble. If you take a patient to an Onyebuchi, oh well, let's say maybe 1 or 2 days. But when once an Onyebuchi begins to discover that so many other people are looking at his patients, his code, his data, the way he looks at his own data privately, he begins to feel jealous and could call off the relationship.
Absolutely.
It can never work. When you take an Onyebuchi and mix with a Chidinma, it's never going to work. But when you take an Onyebuchi and mix with a Judith, then you see that there's a symbiotic relationship that makes it make sense. So anytime you think about conditional formatting, as the name implies, ask yourself a question like, what can I do in such a way that if I am told to give a particular criteria, Onyebuchi, the criteria for Onyebuchi was what? Judith,
Judith.
isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Now let's look at the first question. The criteria for Joan was what? Who can tell me?
Emeka.
No, the criteria for Joan. Let's look at this question.
Less
Right,
than
criteria for
50,000.
Okay, sorry.
Exactly. Less than
Less than
50,000.
50,000. Yes.
50,000.
Less than what? 50.
50,000.
Yes.
Good. Now let's look at the next one. The criteria for Chubike was what?
50%.
Exactly.
60%.
60% and above.
Yes, sir.
Greater than 60%.
60%. Yes, sir.
Guys, this story I am saying now, are you guys going to forget it? Do you know how to apply it?
Yes.
Do you know how to apply it now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good. So another thing I want to teach you is I'm going to clean the criteria here. Let's say I want to clear this. So all you need to do, if you want to clear all the colored stuff, just go to conditional formatting, click on clear rules, right? Clear rules from selected cells. And then you can see all is gone. So let's say we just want to see the highest and the lowest. We want to see how they are categorized. We want to use what is called data bars. For the data bars, you can choose any of these ones, right? Let's say I want to use the solid field. So I click on any of these. Can someone tell me what is happening? What do you notice?
The color is changing.
Color change.
Color change according to what?
Values. And the
According to the values. So, remember, a lot of managers, they don't care about your numbers. Remember when we talked about visualization the last time, a lot of managers, top managers, they don't really care about their numbers. They want to be able to look at your data and make a very quick decision. So if they want to make a quick decision based on who they are going to promote, now looking at the colors that we have inserted here, are they going to see the names of the people instantly without any data? So whose name or what mention the managers they are going to see instantly?
They would see
Joy.
Josephine.
Uh-huh.
Josephine.
Joy.
They will see Joy. They will see
Joy.
Emeka. They will
And
see
they will
Musa.
see Musa. Yes. Yes.
Isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Good. So let's look at the second one. Let me clear the rules, and then let's look at another feature. So instead of data bars, let's assume we want to use color scales. So we want to use the color scales here. So can you see what's happening? So this one works basically. If you want to point out if you are making a presentation, you would simply tell the people, you know what? If you look at the color pink, is that pink? Niger has, maybe someone is trying to find out which have the lowest, and you probably say, you know what? Look at the color pink, the number 20. So there are people who would look at the color first before knowing what the numbers are. So you can use the color scales to make sure that you conditionally format yourself. Let's look at icons this time around. So for the icons, let's say we want to use this one. Can you see that? So what is it saying? Black. Can you see black? Black is telling you that there is a 20. So without wasting time during your presentation, you could call your audience or the stakeholders, tell them to please look at the the black circle. Guys, are you following me?
Yes.
Yes.
So that is how you draw people into your data. You make people come in. You can even write it down. Black. All right. You can write your own legend. Black is lowest, something like that. Red is shows that high. You could put high HDI. Guys, are you following me?
Yes, sir.
So let me try another thing. Let's go to the last one here. Okay, this one is for text. I'm not going to complicate this for text. We are going to look at this during your intermediate class. But for now, let's just look at the icons. Because for text, we are definitely going to look at text that contains. For instance, you want to look at anywhere there is a Judith. Please bring a Judith to me. People that are named Judith, they are my darling. Mon cher, mon ami, mes amis. Any place there is a Chubike, any place there is India, so you could use that and you could definitely see that work. But I don't want us to go into that for now. All right. So you can change the color scales here. You can change this to another icon. Let's say we want to put this icon. You see that? Now you have different icons. You now have red is showing the lowest. Yellow is 50, almost like average. So that is it for conditional formatting, guys. That's it for conditional formatting. Any question? Because we are moving.
Yeah,
on.
I have a question.
All right.
Okay. On this conditional formatting, I have entered the figures of Joanne trying to lay off staff that have less than 50%. So I have entered the figures according to the way it is in. You just entered it, and if on my own Microsoft Excel, I'm using 2013 version. If I click on highlight cell rules and then less than, if I enter a figure like 50, less than 50,000, all my figures will go back to 150. I don't know what is the problem, and it doesn't highlight.
Okay. Do you mind sharing your screen? Let me see.
Okay.
We have less people in class today. What happened? Is there a party somewhere?
Okay. This is my screen. I don't know if you can see it properly.
No, share your screen.
Okay.
You want to share your screen, not like not use a camera.
Okay.
So connect your laptop to the internet and then you can share your screen so that I can understand how best to help. So why do we have less people in class today? What happened? Who knows? Joanne, is it because of you?
Me, sir. I'm not aware of my influence in that.
Just imagine how soft. Is this how soft you are in life?
I strive to make it this soft.
Okay. That is a very diplomatic answer.
Should I share my screen on Discord?
On Discord, can you do that?
Yeah, I can share it on Discord.
Okay. So let me share my screen here so that I can go to Discord and share and let everyone see what you're doing.
Okay.
Somebody says it's because of lack of money for data.
Why is content? Honestly, it's valid. It's valid. Yeah.
Okay, I'm on Discord now.
Okay.
You know, I never really considered that data would be an issue for people not to learn, but I think I need to consider it. And to be honest, guys, are you aware that Instagram takes a lot of data than YouTube? You probably wouldn't know. Instagram, TikTok, and which other app again? These apps take tons of data than YouTube. But the idea, I don't know who sold that crazy idea that YouTube consumes a lot of data. It's a bloody lie.
No, I
There's this
spend
thing they
more
call,
time on YouTube than on Instagram. It does not take as much as the others. Yeah.
you see. There's a lady called Miss Techie on Instagram. She gave an analysis of the data usage of most of these platforms, and you could see that YouTube consumes less data than a lot of them. But you see, the people complaining of lack of data probably use their data for something other than learning on YouTube.
That could be a
So
reason too.
yeah, ignorance
But, but
ignorance
at the moment,
contributes to the whole thing.
yes, yeah, obviously.
Who is sharing the screen? Oh, I'm here on Discord. I can't see. Um,
Yes,
there are pegs says because of Owambe. Oh well,
obviously, it's also a valid reason, particularly those who are in Lagos.
and they are complaining that the economy is in trouble. That gas prices are high,
Ah,
and they are still
gas will
enjoying
not
life.
stop people from partying. No.
Oh yeah, for a country that have the highest number of poverty one of the top highest in the world, people should be on the streets protesting. But
Gosh, don't
there's
we
always
really
this
don't want to
idea
go
of
that route.
we'll manage.
It's
10
not
years
because
don't reach, we'll manage. Your pikin go come see you, they manage. Even himself will continue managing.
sir, let me correct. It's not because we want it that way. Going through the riot phase might not be easy. A lot of person might also die. These guys don't care. So I guess that's why everyone decides to
Yeah,
keep quiet.
I understand it. I
Thank you.
understand.
Yes.
I don't know. Maybe we'll just continue. If you can sort out the sharing issue out, someone would drag my attention. Okay. Except you don't know how to share the screen on. It's better to share it on here since you are in class. Okay. If the thing is, if you follow exactly the way I did it, you probably find a way around how you can get your own conditional formatting better. So somebody is asking you guys, uh, a fellow, I don't know which country this person is from, but Nigerian. So yeah, answer. It's on the screen. realize that people in Nigeria have data issues, but is it now like I mean I can get my T-Mobile I it's like unlimited calls. There's nothing like data finished though. You want to buy data. In fact, if you want to know how poor you are, all these people that are buying daily data. I'm not saying you are poor, but you are upcoming, yeah. And when they buy this daily data, they'll be using it to call, to watch nonsense. Okay, I think I've waited enough. I'll probably continue with the class. Oh, awesome. Yeah. This person, you live in the US. Awesome. Yeah, you probably know. I mean, if I'm using T-Mobile, it's like unlimited calls. And it's maybe $25, $35. Just like that. Okay. Some people use Starlinks already. Uh, this one is a scam, right? It's like unlimited data. For me, it's it's actually unlimited. I don't really worry so much about data. Data is very costly in Nigeria anyway. That's the honest truth. So I understand if less persons joined. Remember the first class I had tried to inspire and motivated you guys to like try to try to try to stay motivated. You ask yourself, why did you enroll for the course in the first place? And you probably see yourself through it at the end of the day. Oh, they can rewatch it later. Okay, these are valid reasons. Thank you so much, guys, for sharing. I'm happy to get these reasons, and I don't want to have less students in my class. In fact, the day I come and I see less than 100 students, that day I'm done with teaching Excel. Just know that. Because the time I use in teaching less students would probably I could just let's go to our first lesson today, which is the sum function, right? So we are done treating all of these in terms of how we got started. We looked at rows and columns, how we prepare magnificent charts, visually aiding conditional formatting, which is basic. Trend identification, we looked at that, and we looked at how you can bring anything into Microsoft Excel. So let's look at the sum function, which is the very first thing we're going to be looking at. All right. So for the sum function, basically, let's look at three things. Okay. How do we calculate the sum of anything? If you have something like 45, let me put here 45, you have for these just random numbers. Okay. In Microsoft Excel, there are three ways you can have a sum of these numbers. Are you guys following me?
Yes, sir.
So the first formula is called the alternate plus equals to formula. Okay, these are the numbers. You want to add all of them. Let's say I have another one. You want to add all of them. So how do you do that? Just press your Alt key on your keyboard and then press your equals to. It will automatically highlight all the numbers. And then when you are done, hit enter. That is the sum. You see that? It's very simple, right? That's formula number one. Did all of you get it?
Yes, sir.
Did all of you get it?
No, sir. Can you just repeat?
All right, I'm going to try that again. I'm going to delete. I say there are three ways of adding numbers in Excel. Okay. three ways. The first is called the alternate. Look at it. The first formula is called the alternate. All you need to do is what? Press alternate key on your keyboard. The alternate key is ALT. On my keyboard, is close to the space bar. It's close to the space bar on my keyboard. I think in most keyboards, you have it close to the space bar, isn't it? So press on it, hold, and then press on equals to. Equals to is on my keyboard is just before the backspace key. Okay, so alternate and equals to together, press it together, and you are going to have this will come up automatically. When you have these lines blinking, it means that Excel have automatically calculated or highlighted rather all the numbers it has seen on each page. When you are done, you hit enter.
So
Can you see that? So it has given you the answer, which is 2609.
Hello, sir,
That is
there's
the
a question
first
on the
formula.
comment section. There's a
Is
question
that
in the
clear?
comment section.
What's the question?
There's a question that what is the alternate keyboard, the alt key on the keyboard for the Mac laptop?
Alt, just look for this. It's
Right.
ALT. Look for ALT. Is the alt
On Mac, it's called option.
Okay, on Mac. Thank you.
Thank you, Joanne.
Joanne, are you using Mac?
No, sir. My
How
life
do
is
you-
not that soft yet.
Joanne, no.
Joanne is in the UK.
Joanne is in Lekki.
You can hear from her soft voice. Don't allow her to scam you people.
Ah.
If she show you her face now, you know how much money went into her. Joanne, true or true?
Sir, there's no false option. Why?
It doesn't exist in my dictionary.
Ah.
As long as Joanne is involved. Please, let's look at the second formula. I'm going to delete this. Second formula, before I explain it, guys. Now, remember in your basic maths, 2 plus 2 equals to what? 4, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you have something like this. 2 plus 2 equals 4. Do you all remember this one? Everybody went to school, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Is there anybody that doesn't know what 2 plus 2 is? Any argument? All right.
We're not ready for that.
All right. There's no argument. So everybody have agreed that 2 plus 2 equals to 4. Now, let me explain the things that you have probably been getting used to. In mathematics, the sign equals to represents a relationship between a problem and the solution. Let me repeat that. In mathematics, the sign equals to represents a relationship between a problem and the solution. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
So anytime you see equals to, know that there is something that you need to put as an answer. It is just like when you are speaking. Let's say Onyebuchi would profess, is it only Joanne that is female in this call, on this live chat? Any other female?
I guess we have another person A female.
Who is that?
Busayo.
Busayo is here.
Okay.
Busayo, you are so quiet.
Well, no, not at all. I've been talking.
Busayo, where are you?
I'm in Canada.
You're in Canada. Okay. Busayo. Let me look at another person. Busayo, are you single or something else? Let me look at,
No.
okay. Busayo is single. Okay. So let's say, where is my Excel? Okay. there. Busayo plus Emeka equals to, that is life, basically. This is the this could be marriage. Okay. We can also have Busayo plus Onyebuchi equals to divorce. We can also have Busayo plus Busayo. What was your ex name? Let's say Tinubu equals to second marriage. I'm going to explain why this is very important. Then we say Busayo. Let's say Busayo loves people like Busayo. Busayo plus Juan equals to what is this marriage called? Let's say cohabitation.
No, this is not cohabitation.
I don't know. God understands.
This one
Let's
is
say Busayo plus Obi equals classmates.
Okay.
Please, a very important lesson in life. Mathematics taught us this, but we probably didn't know. Now, this is it for relationships, right? But let's look in career-wise. Busayo plus skills equals to high income, right? Busayo plus let's say rich family equals to high net worth. So what mathematics have been telling us all these years is that when two variables meet, now this meeting could be addition. You guys remember BODMAS, right?
Yes, sir.
That meeting could take the place of BODMAS. When two variables meet, there is always an end or a solution.
Yes.
Busayo plus Emeka, they can get married. Busayo will meet Onyebuchi, he get divorced. Busayo will meet Tinubu, she gets married again. Busayo will meet Juan, they cohabitate. Busayo will meet Obi, they become classmates. Busayo will get some new skills and she ends up having a high income. Busayo plus the rich family, high net worth. That's the law of mathematics, generally speaking. So that I've always wondered, what is it what new environment? For instance, Busayo would have been in Nigeria or been in any African country, but because there is a solution she's looking out for, she decides to tell herself, you know what, I think I can only add Canada to my life to get that solution. Busayo, is it something close? Do you understand me? So people
Yes,
would
I
say,
do.
I want to be in the UK. Why do you want to be in the UK? It's because the person is all right. I need to get a lot of money. I want to start earning in pounds. So for me to get to earn in pounds and get a lot of money, I need to be in the UK. So Busayo plus UK is a lot of money. So that's the law of mathematics, generally speaking. Now, transport this idea and put it in Microsoft Excel. When you take this idea and put it in Microsoft Excel, you discover that the solution, that thing that divides or that thing that brings a solution, becomes the first point of entrance. In other words, your equals to sign, and someone, are you hearing me, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
But in Microsoft Excel, Excel also follows the laws of mathematics. But for Excel, Excel says before you insert any formula, remember that thing that can help you create a relationship. And that thing is called the equals to. So you can use equals to helps create a relationship in Excel. Now you can choose to use equals to, or you can choose to use the plus sign. But I'm not going to be using plus. I don't want to confuse you guys. So on like equals to, you could use the plus sign. So for this, let's go back to our formula. We're going to remember our relationship bridge, right? We call the equals to sign like a bridge. So we're going to call it, we say equals to, what are we going to do? I'm going to call the sum function. Now, what Excel is so good at is it helps us define that function before we even insert it. So I type sum function. What does it say here? Hello? What does it say here?
Adds all the numbers in a range of cells.
Awesome. So if I come, remove some function, and then put another function like, let's say, VLOOKUP. Can you see another definition comes out? I remove VLOOKUP, I want to put max. Another definition comes out. So anytime that you are confused about what exactly a function can do, just insert your relationship bridge, which is your equals to sign, and then put the name of the function, and you'll see that it's going to automatically define that function for you. So again, let's go. We are using our sum function. We are going to, after that, you can either click here. If you click here, you would see automatically brackets would open, and you see number 1, comma, number 2, and then ellipsis. So what it's telling you is that it is already guiding you. So what is our first number here? Our first number is 45. And after 45, what did it say? It said put comma. So we're going to put our comma. You can see number 2 have appeared. What is our number 2?
54.
54. Then you put comma. Can you see?
Yeah.
New numbers keep appearing. What is our third number?
2465.
2465. Comma. What is our fourth number? It says number 4. Fourth
1.
number is 4. Comma. What is our fifth number? 44. Right? And after that, for you to tell Excel that you are done with this formula, you are done inputting all the numbers, you means you have to put your bracket close. When you do that, all the number 1, comma, number 2, they have disappeared. Did you guys see that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Good. When you are done doing that, you hit enter. Can you see? It still gave us 2, 6, 2609 as our function or our formula. Remember, for you to see that thing that you just typed now, click on the cell and go to your formula bar. You see all of them there. Can you see my cursor? Do you see all of them?
Yeah.
You can see it is written in cell number E15.
E15.
Good. And that is written right here, E15 in your name box. Now, do you guys understand how I explained this thing now? Do you understand?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, but there's a problem. What if I have 1,000 rows of numbers like this to add? Am I going to be typing all of the numbers, each of them?
Never.
By the time you are
No.
done putting 1, 2, 3, 4, you fit even go carry person where they owe you money, type in name, put comma. You can misplace numbers, you can get mistaken, that type of thing. So what should we do? What should we do? Now let me say I'm going to copy this. Then I'm going to paste it here. And I'm going to do it again. Equals to sum, bracket open, 45, 54, 2, 4, 6, 5, 1, 44, and bracket close and enter. Going to clear format. All right. So what if someone from your village decides to frustrate you if you are using this formula? The person says, you know what, Usayo, we discovered that the sales, let's say these are sales, right? Sales. The sales for the month, we discovered there was a mistake. The sale is no longer 45. Let's put this in dollar. It's no longer 45. We would want you to please correct it to 20. All right, to 20. And then you come here and you remove this, you remove the 25 and you put 20. You click outside. You see 2609, even if you have reduced the number. And you can see when you click on it, your 45 is still there. So all you need to do is you have to go back there, manually remove the 45 and then insert your 20 and click outside, and then it will change to 2584 automatically. So how long are you going to be doing this? Guys, are you following me? There's an easier way to use this sum function. There's an easier way, and the easier way is for us to use the cells and not the numbers. I always recommend for us to use the cells and not the numbers. So instead of typing those numbers manually, we are going to use the cell names so that anything that is out of that cell and another number is inserted into the cell will automatically fill itself up. So let's say equals to, this is how that works, equals to sum, bracket open. Instead of typing the numbers, just click on the first cell, drag all the way down, then click on your bracket close. So what does that tell you? That Excel have highlighted F10 is to F14. We already know what F10 is. F10 is column F, row 10, all the way to column F, row 14. Is that
14. Yes, sir.
Yes,
done
sir.
with that, when you're done with that, you click on enter. You see that? So what if your manager comes and tells you, you know what, Brisayo, please, we have a mistake. Instead of 54, please can you replace it with 200? So beside your, because you use the cells instead of the number, just come here and type 200 and click outside. Automatically the sum would change. Did you notice that?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Automatically it changes because we did not type the numbers manually.
Manually.
Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Good. So now let's try another thing. Let's try something else. The last formula for AutoSum is, the last formula to solve for sum is called the AutoSum. The AutoSum, do you guys remember this symbol in your, let me search for it online. Someone says I should come again. Alabi. Alabi, I will not come again. No. I will not come again. I can only do that once. But I'll repeat what I said.
Yes, we understand.
Language is a very powerful tool.
Yes.
Should I continue?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, you can. Go on ahead.
But we can't see your screen.
Let me repeat what I just did. For sum, I said equals to, I prefer you use equals to sum, bracket open, click on all the numbers you want to add. Click from the first, click drag all the way down. When you are done, put your bracket close and then you hit enter. Do you understand, Alabi? Please, someone should check for a response. The lady that wants me to come again.
Yeah, she says she understands.
She said yes. Okay, nice. So that is it. For the third one, before I explain, let me
Okay,
go.
she said you should learn your language. All right.
She said I should what? Okay, let me search for Greek alphabets. Greek alphabets. During my second degree, I learned Greek for 2 semesters. I had an A throughout. So some of the courses, Greek, French, and Hebrew.
Is it that
You're
simple,
wondering
sir?
which course I. Oh well, Greek is interesting, but Hebrew gave me tough time. In fact, I had carryover in my Hebrew, but Greek I had A's all through. Hebrew is really tough. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
I'm sure some of you have come across some of the Greek symbols. You probably didn't know that they exist. Those of you that were science students, those who read a lot, you would hear when you have, I am the Lord your God, I am the Alpha and the Omega.
No.
You remember some of those movies.
Yes.
So what is it saying? When he says I'm the Alpha and the Omega, it's like I'm the beginning of the Greek alphabet and I'm the end of the Greek alphabet. Like I'm the beginning of all things and the end of all things. You guys have heard of the beta and gamma and delta, isn't it?
Yeah.
Physics students, you've heard of epsilon, you've heard of lambda, you've heard of iota, you've heard of theta, isn't it?
Yes,
You've heard of omicron, you've heard of the pi r square, or what they call the p. You've heard of sigma, isn't it, guys? You've heard of the tau.
Pi.
So you have alpha, beta, gamma, delta, epsilon, zeta, eta, theta, iota, kappa, lambda, mu, nu, z, omicron, p, rho, sigma, tau, epsilon, p, c, and omega. These are the Greek symbols. So, alphabet.
Exactly.
So, one of them is a sigma symbol, which it signifies summation. Okay, so anywhere you see this symbol on your Excel, it means sum. Let's go look for it. So this is it. Can you see that?
Yes, sir.
Good. All you need to do is, if you want to add anything, put your click on where you want to have the solution. Go to the sigma symbol, click on it. It's going to automatically, do you see the same F10 that we had? This time around, we did not do any typing. Remember, as a data analyst, your job is soft life. Doing the simplest things in the shortest time, or doing the most complex things in the shortest time. All you need to do is put your cell, all right, go there, click on auto sum, and then click on enter, and that's it. I hope that one was easy enough. That was easy. Let me do it again. This is what we want to add, all right? We want the solution to be below it, all right? When you take your cursor down here, go to auto sum, click on auto sum. It's going to automatically identify the numbers. And then when you are done, click on enter. That's it. Now, when you put this in a table, you don't need to click on enter. It's going to automatically give you the formula or the answer. We're going to treat tables much later. So having explained this, guys, I need you guys to solve for this using the three formulas. I need you to solve for this, fruit and amount. By tomorrow, you would have, especially for those of you in the premium group, you would have, I hope all of you are in the premium group anyway. I'm thinking of having an extra class with you guys next week. And only those in the premium group will probably have access to my advanced Excel class. Because I've looked at a lot of you are already complaining of data, and I don't want to be working with people that are not so serious and have tons of excuses to attend a class that is totally free and will probably help them one way or the other. So to avoid each of us wasting each other's time, I encourage you to join the premium group. We have a couple of people in that group and they are still here. It means they are serious. So get serious and join that group for your own benefit. But if you can't afford it, I want to believe that you are genuinely here to learn and you would always show up in class. I hope that is clear. So I need you guys to solve for this, solve for the sum. Also, excuse me. Before I go to the summing function, this is your assessment. Use the basic mathematics formula. Put your formula here and then put your answer. Now, let me give you an example. Let's say I want to add 5 and then I want to add 6 together. I want to add these two digits together. So all I need to do is, there are other ways to go about it. Instead of using equals to, sum, bracket open, blah, 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 you can just do simple mathematics on Excel. So click on equals to, click on 5, right? Equals to 5 plus 6, and then hit enter. That gives you the answer. So if you want to show me the formula, put a square bracket in front of the equals to, and you can see the formula right there. Is that clear? So I need you guys to solve for addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, power, and percentage. Okay? Drop it in the group. Make sure that you don't put your name on it. Drop it in the group and the Discord server. I'll check it out by tomorrow. But normally assessments, there's an email for that, only accessible to those in the premium group. But for those of the rest of you, drop this in the group. So put your formula here and then put your answer. I hope this is clear. Very simple, basic formulas in Excel. Now let's look at how we can calculate for average. So let's put some amounts here. Let's say we have 60. Are you guys still in class?
Yes, sir.
All right,
Yes.
good. So we
Yes,
have,
Yes, sir. Yeah.
let's say we have 62, we have 54, just random numbers, okay? We have lemon. So how do you solve for average? If someone says, give me the average amount, what's the average like? You can do that. Just put your equals to, remember, equals to, I said, is your relationship bridge. But once you put it in, you are telling Excel, I want to insert a formula. I want you to give me a solution to a problem. Was that clear?
Yes, sir.
Only one person is responding. All of you are still alive?
We're with you, sir.
Yes, we are here. We are here. We are with you.
Are we still here?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's proceed. So for average, we have equals to average. So who can read? Read what's there, please. Just type equals to average. Excel will explain what it means.
Returns the
Come on.
average arithmetic mean of its arguments, which can be numbers or names, arrays or references that contain numbers.
Exactly. It returns the average, which is the arithmetic mean of its argument, which can be numbers or names, arrays or references. In this case, we are looking at what? Numbers. So all you need to do is just click on the average and it's telling you number 1, comma number 2. But remember, our law is that we don't want to be wasting time to be inserting our numbers manually. So what do? We insert the numbers as they come, right? We insert while we use the cells. So we're going to drag all of this down, put our bracket close, and then hit enter. So our average is what? 68.75. Was that clear? Hello? Was that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, it's clear.
So if you are looking for an average of anything, this is just still basic Excel. try to make sure that you use your equals to average, highlight the numbers. It can work anywhere. Let's say you want to have 52, you want to have 70, this, whatever. Sorry, let's say 82. You want the average, right? So equals to average, bracket open, you drag all this, bracket close, hit enter. So that's your average, becomes 73.6. So if you want to put this in one decimal, come here. Do you see that? It says increase decimal. We don't want to do that. It says here what? Decrease decimal. So you can decrease the decimal places. You see it's going down, 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 and to one decimal place. So you have 73.7. So you can see the more I teach, the more I introduce you guys to new features and tabs and menus. Did you notice that?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
It's better than defining things and speaking too much English and you are not seeing how these things are done. So that's how you reduce the decimal. So let's proceed. How do we calculate for minimum and maximum? And someone tell me using
Yes.
the idea of the previous formula. Anyone?
So you enter
want-
equals to
Huh?
equals to minimum.
Okay.
You type MIN minimum.
MIN, good. So what
Yeah,
what does it say? It returns the smallest number in a set of values. It ignores logical text and values. So MIN, yes.
Then you put brackets.
Uh-huh.
Then you highlight from
Highlight what?
from $50 to 40.
Okay.
Then close your bracket
Awesome. And
and
then
click enter. Enter.
that's it. So our minimum is 20. So those of you would say, why are we using formula? After all, we can see that 20 is the minimum amount. So what if I give you a data? Data, let me see if I can access data like that. Let me open one of the classes Tableau. Let me see. I think it's opening right. We are moving, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
I want to open one data. Let's look at it briefly. Awesome, awesome. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes, sir.
So Joanne, you can see my screen. What happened? Did you
Yes, sir.
disappear
I can
again?
see it.
Okay.
So someone have a question.
Yes, what's the question?
He said, "Sir, what if we have a very large data, like 1,000 plus, can be easy to drag, and the person's name is Aramide.
Okay, that dragging. Okay, yeah, we're going to be talking about that in a moment. All right. Let's see. Because it's not all the time you need to drag. Okay, we are going to be talking about it much later. I don't know why this thing is misbehaving.
Okay, so I want to answer someone, Emperor Desk. There is a question he's asking, and I don't know if I can answer him.
Yes,
He
what's
said,
the question?
when I did average, I'm getting an answer like hashtag name. So Emperor Desk, I think you need to click your cursor at the beginning of your spreadsheet, then drag it to have a space. So I think you can assist to elaborate more for him.
No,
His name is
so
No,
if
that
you
one,
saw
his
only
formula is
hashtag,
wrong.
if you
His
saw
formula is
only
wrong.
hashtag,
yeah.
if you
Okay,
saw
that means
only hashtag, all you
yeah.
need to do is to drag. But if you saw an error hashtag, maybe hashtag value, hashtag error, hashtag name, those are different types of errors in
Yes.
Excel. I'll be treating that later. It means that he used the wrong formula, right? So you need to type equals to average. Make sure you spell it properly, or you just click on the average that have been highlighted for you. Click on it, put your bracket open, highlight everything, and then close it with the bracket close, and then hit enter. That should work. So, guys, can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so Johan, look at the. Do you see the price column highlighted?
Yes, sir.
So I'm going to scroll down. This is data that I used to teach Tableau for one of my students. Um, I was just standing in for one of my staff anyway, one of our staff. So I'm going to scroll down. I need you to use your eyes. Tell me which of the price is the lowest. So let's go. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's go. I'm scrolling. I'm scrolling. Can you see the lowest amount?
Yeah,
So,
19.
so far
19.
19.
19.
All right. We are not done, oh, but you've seen 19. Let's keep going. Can you see 13? So
Yeah.
who said
10.
19?
10.
There's even 10. We are not done. So do you see how you people will fail exams now? I can even see 6.9. I can see 7. And we are still going, on. So this is the type of data that you'll be working with. Not all these small things I'm giving you people, and everybody is. So when you have this type of data, what if you want to get the minimum amount? How do you get it? Don't worry, your intermediate class, I'm going to teach you. All you need to do is use a formula to get it, all right? In another page, not even on where you have these values. You can see the columns, you can see the columns, you can see the rows. So many of them. This is how your typical work environment might look like. Guys, do you understand me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So that person that asks the question, are we going to drag all the time? The answer is no. You only drag if you have fewer values. If you have so many values, you need to put your values on a table, and I'm going to explain that in future. So for max, who can try? How do we get the maximum amount? Using your eyes, you can actually see the maximum amount. But let's use a formula to get it, because our life is going to be based on formulas.
So you type equals to mass.
max.
Yeah.
Once you type it, it says it returns the largest value in a set of values, ignores logical values and text. And after that, what do?
You put brackets.
Brackets. Okay.
Mm.
I'll put brackets.
No. Press your shift, then 9.
Give me instruction as if I'm a baby.
Shift 9. Then highlight from 50 to 50.
Highlight from 50, drag down all the way to 50. And after that,
close your bracket. Shift
I close
0.
my bracket. All right. And then
press enter.
Awesome. So that is how we see that the maximum amount here is 50, even without being told. Please, any question? So we have treated the different types of sum functions. We have not treated sum if yet. We have treated basic formulas. We've treated average. We've treated minimum. We've treated maximum. Any question on this before I go to sum if? Any question?
So far, no, sir.
Awesome. So everybody understands, right?
Yes, sir.
So let's look at sum if. Can someone tell me what I did here? How come? Now, if I'm saying equals to sum, bracket open, if I drag all of this, bracket close, and hit enter, my answer is 80. So how come I have 60 instead of 80? So who can tell me what happened?
So, sir,
Mhm.
sum means you add, but then the if means there's a condition in place for the numbers to be added. So you could have done sum if maybe your condition is numbers higher than 10. That would have the formula would Excel, sorry, would go on to add cars 20 and skates 40.
Mm. Awesome. Awesome. So let's click on the answer. Thank you very much. Ah, you are becoming a darling. It's like I need to send you one of this my Lamborghini that I have not been using.
Yes, I'll send my address to you.
Please do, please do, please do. You need to enjoy. You need soft life that will match with this your soft voice.
Thank
I
you,
would
sir.
like to. I would like to see her face.
Ah, Joanne, show him your face. So let me help you, my dear.
If you want
Ah,
to see Joanne's face, go and watch the first recording. You'll see Joanne's face.
Aw.
Oh,
I don't.
Busayo is fighting for Joanne. Oh.
ah.
Yeah, fully awake this time around.
Even myself, I'll go back and watch that. I'll watch that recording. Pretend
Thank
as if I
you.
was. Pretend
Thank
as
you
if I
for
was
it.
not in class. You know, there are thousands of you in that group, and only few are serious. Now, so trumpet go sound. All of una go dey Niger, and only 100 people will be with. Will
So
be in heaven or paradise.
I believe Emeka should have shown his face so that maybe that can be to give him an easy landing before
Oh,
he
that
officially makes
Emeka, you
the
didn't show
gesture.
us your face that last time, Abi.
Okay, don't worry. I will try as much as I can.
Emeka
Because
better
we,
do
we
that
would
now.
we would love Joanne to add a new data to her dream this night.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
sure. I believe she will like me. And from her voice, she's an Igbo girl. She will like me.
Emeka, show
Me,
your
I'm not
face.
Igbo.
Show your face and stop wasting time. If you are really ready to submit this application.
No problem. I promise I will. Let's continue on the class first.
All right.
Yeah.
Serious students.
I hope that everyone understands most of the things we've discussed because we are never going to go back to addition, subtraction. Those are just basic extra, literally speaking. But let's look at the sum if. Let's look at the sum if.
Even bread.
So if you look at this formula, the formula
And this
says
more.
the
This
answer
bread.
is 60.
No, 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 no. Is it?
Who is that person? Oh?
Ooh.
Ah, Richard, visitor, don't come. The guy is preparing food in my class. 12 midnight never reach. I don't they do all this distraction. Huh? Should we continue, please?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, we are good.
All right. So if you look at the formula, it says equals to sum if bracket open B16, which is to say you're highlighting all the way from B16 to B19. And it says add everything that is greater than 10. And then they put it in double quotes. Now you must remember, why do we use double quotes in Excel? Who can tell me? Double quotes in Excel or in Python or in SQL Server, Do we use double quotes in sickle cell? I doubt. I think so. Maybe a few. But in most programming languages, you'd see double quotes or maybe a single quote. I wanted to open my Python code now, but I'm going to waste a lot more time. So what we do is someone should just explain why do we have double quotes. Okay, let me do something quickly. So we have Kusayo, we have Joanne, we have Emeka, we have Onyebuku. I'm beginning to know your names now. Who else have I not known their name? Who else is here that I have not been mentioning your name? Okay, Caleb just joined. Caleb, are you here?
Yes,
Caleb.
I'm at the bus stop. Just give me a moment, please. Huh?
Jesus, which bottom? Oh?
Bus stop.
Bus stop, okay.
He's at the bus stop. Yes.
Please, so let me remove him. John, are you here? John? CRX Dave.
Yeah, I'm here.
Who is this?
I'm here, sir. Chris Dave.
Oh, Chris Dave, good. Oh, Alabi Fatima. Oh, sorry, my darling. I didn't know. Please, next time, are you in the premium group? You should join us live tomorrow and be early so that you'll not be jealous. There is space for everybody. I know it's you that was telling me I should come again that time. So let me use Chris Dave. I was looking for someone. So let's say Chris Dave. Chris.
Very well, sir.
So let's just say this is your net worth. Let's say net worth in millions. 55, 60, let's say 25. So what you want to do here is that you are not interested in anybody that is earning less than 50. Okay, you're not interested in anybody that is earning less than 50. It's just when you get to a club or a party and you look at people from their head to their toe, you can, women do this a lot. I think men these days do it too. Trans men or trans women. You just check out people, you're putting on a luxury watch or a shoe, something like that. So you check people out. So before you even reach out to talk to the person already know that when a lady says something like, "Oh my God, check out this guy, he's so hot," according to Joanne, with that her soft voice, "Oh my God, God, bring him to me, bring him to me." Before she says that, she probably have checked you out. If she says no, it'd be like she don't look you finish. She don't see you finish, throw away you. So think about it that way. You are literally, when you are using a summing function, you are making a choice. You are saying, give me the sum of everyone that is X or Y or Z. I'm not interested in everybody in this party. I'm interested in those who came to this party with X or Y or Z. So in our case, we want to use the summing function equals to sum if. So who can read what's there?
Adds the cells specified by given condition or criteria.
Okay. What is our criteria?
Not less than 50 million.
Our criteria is that we want to see people who earn more than 50. We are not interested in those who earn less than 50.
So greater than 50 is our criteria.
Exactly. Greater than 50. So we have sum if, bracket open. What is our range? Our range is all of this. Comma. What is the next thing is telling you there? Criteria, isn't it?
Yes,
So what is our criteria? Greater than. Is this greater than or less than? Is this a symbol for
less
greater than?
than.
That's less than. So we
Yes,
have greater than. Greater than what? 50.
50.
You put it in double quotes and put your comma, your bracket close. Now I ask the question, why did we put it in double quotes? We put things in double quotes because we want Microsoft Excel to understand that variable as either a string or a boolean or any type of data set. We want it to understand it as being a variable. For instance, 50 and greater than. It is either for, let me remove this. When it says criteria, under normal circumstances, I'm supposed to just put 50 and then bracket close. Do you guys understand me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
But because I have inserted another, you can see, I said 50 and then it's giving me the answer for 50. But because that is not what I want Excel to actually understand that I am looking for values greater than 50. So for Excel to understand that greater than symbol to be inside the formula and not something it doesn't understand. For instance, if I come here and I put greater than, this is greater than, is it? Or less than?
Greater than.
Greater
Good.
than.
If I put greater than and I hit enter, see what is going to happen. Do you see that? It says the
Yes,
Yes, sir.
sir.
formula I type contains an error. It means Excel does not understand that symbol I just inserted.
Okay.
Do you understand, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
It's just like when Joanne goes to that club, you are checking out this cute guy, and then you are telling your friend, "Oh my God, he is so tall. If you look at his lips, oh, I feel like it should just be singing songs to me, you know." If you look at his dressing, he was so clean. Now she's talking to her friend, but her friend is not making sense out of this person. Why? Because she's not pointing at anybody. Her friend does not even know whether she's talking about somebody here or someone outside. But the moment you use your finger and point at the person, or you, okay, anyway, you guys don't point, you use your eye, just you say something like, check, he's just behind me. You know, that guy with blue. So when once you say that guy with blue, your friend will immediately identify it. Joanne, true or false?
True.
So what you have done is that you have inserted a double quote. That double quote is the description that you are giving your friend, the extra credit you are giving your friend to help your friend understand the 50. In other words, to understand the data you are describing. So for us to make Excel understand that this greater than symbol that we are putting is actually about this 50 and not something on its own, what we are going to do is we are going to insert double quotes at the beginning and at the end. And when we are done, we hit enter. Now you see 170. Guys, do you understand me now? So the sum if function helps us in this regard. We are adding everything that is greater than 50. Now let's add everything and see. We add and hit enter. Everything here is what? 245.
45.
But only the things that are greater than 50 are 170. For us to get this, let us do it together. Equals to sum. How many things are greater than 150? 50, right? 55,
Yes.
for instance.
50.
What else?
55.
55 again, right? And then what again? 60, right?
60.
Can you see that?
Yeah.
So for us to avoid doing all these things manually, going to choose the values, we simply say, Microsoft Excel, my dear sweetheart, please kindly give me the sum of everything that is greater than 50. And I need you to understand this function because I have inserted a double quote in front of what I want you to look at and end it with a double quote. Any question, guys? We're moving to the next sheet, which is the field function, the field future. This is very simple. Any question on sum? We are done with the first sheet. So we need to proceed. Let me look at the time.
Sir, no, sir.
Be
No, sir
sure
says
that-
that you should please do it again.
You people, I should do it again. No, sir. Do what again? Please be very specific with your questions.
I'm guessing the whole sum if
Yes, I guess it's
your
a
process.
whole sum if process. He didn't say you should
All right. Is there any other person aside from Nosa that didn't understand sum if? Any other person? Abi Nosa na only you waka come.
No other person.
All right. Nosa, you must be very special for me to go back and repeat this thing again. Yes, in Python you can use single quotes. In that case, yes. Alabi Fatima, I should explain again. All right, I'll do that. No, sir, it is not the sum if. No, sir, let me correct you. As a tech person, right, get used to the right language. It's not the sum if thing. It is not a thing. It is a function. No, sir.
Sir, contrary to that, I have a question.
All right. What's your question?
Okay, the sum if function, is it the same thing to the if formula?
It's similar, but there are differences.
Okay.
There are differences. So you get to know that as we proceed.
Okay.
Because with the sum if function, there is a condition for the summation of the variables. For the if function, there is a condition, not necessarily for the summation of the variables, but actually to you to have a particular variable being recognized as something else. For instance, you want to use the if function to say, if you see 50, I need you to put a C. If you see 100, I need you to put A. You remember when we're talking about Onyebuchi and Judith? Do you remember?
Yes, yes.
Good. We say anywhere you see Judith, just carry Judith and put inside Onyebuchi. Anywhere you see my name, this is my password. That is how it works for if function.
Mm.
You understand the
Yeah,
subtle
yeah, yeah.
difference?
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah. So let me drop the invite link. Alabi, this link I'm dropping is for you. Come and join us live. Show me your face. Alabi, join now before these bad belly people will not join. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Join. Alabi, I'm waiting for you. There is space now. Let me share my screen. Okay, I guess everyone understands the summit. I'm going to repeat it again while I wait for our dear Alabi to join us. Okay, let me use this first one. The lemons. So I want to say add everything that is greater than 40. So I'm going to say, okay, can someone take me through the process? Someone take me through the process.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Good.
Okay, you put equals to,
Uh-huh.
then sum if,
Uh-huh.
open a bracket.
Uh-huh.
Now highlight your data from 100 to 40.
Awesome.
Now put comma.
Mm-hmm.
Put what do you call it? Column.
Quotation mark.
I should put, what do they
Yeah.
call it?
Sorry, sir. Sorry, Joan, he says something, question mark. No, not question mark.
Quotation mark.
Quotation mark, yeah.
Double-
Put quotation
double
mark.
quote,
Double
okay.
quotation.
Yeah, then put, is it greater than or less than you are looking for?
Everything, okay, let's say everything less than 60.
Okay. Put less than.
Is this less than?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's less than. Yeah.
All right. 60,
Then
right?
Then put a double quotation mark.
Uh-huh.
Then close the bracket.
And then,
Press enter.
awesome. So everything less than 60 is 60. If you want to look at the total of everything, just equals to sum. You can see the total of everything here will be more than 60, which is 220, right? But we want to actually add everything that is less than 60. And we have 40 is less than 60 and 20 is less than 60. So 40 plus 20 gives you 60. Do you understand, guys?
Yeah.
Now, this
Yeah.
can work in situations where your manager is interested in, maybe he wants to promote certain managers in a country like Singapore, and then you are a data analyst using Excel, and then they would come and say, Emeka, please add the sales of all the managers in a particular region in Singapore for me. That is where the sum if function will work. So the if function can also work here, where you can call out the names of the managers or the column where the managers are, and then you say, if the managers are in Singapore, give me the sum of all of them. You can do that. The sum if function will work to say, you already have the managers, and then you can now put sum if bracket open. What's your criteria? Double quotes, greater than. It could even be equals to. Could be less than. You could put anything you want to put at the middle. Let's say you want the sum of the sum of particular managers in that region. So you can try that out, and it will probably give you a sum of all the managers from that region. So, but when we proceed, you also see more differences between sum if and the if function. So far, I hope I have explained the first sheet properly today, and we'll look at the second one, which is very, very simple. This is really called like the fill future in Excel, the fill future in Excel. So what this means is that I need you guys to add this. Sorry. Add this plus this will give you the answer. And then you now add the answer plus this to give you this. So who can try? Who will tell me what to do?
Equals to
Equals to
sum
mhm.
brackets. Then you select A6 and B6.
Okay, A6 and B6. Awesome.
Close brackets.
Uh-huh.
Enter.
Enter. Good. So we have 100. So you have to add 100 plus this. So our answer will be what? How do we do that? Equals to
sum
mhm.
brackets C6. You select C6 and D6.
C6 and D6. Uh-huh.
Then close the brackets. Equals. Sorry, enter.
Enter. Awesome. So what fill does is that you just take your cursor there, put it down here. Excel is going, we don't need to add this and this again. Excel is going to automatically calculate it for us. So click here. When you see the plus symbol, drag down.
Down.
See that? You come
Yes,
over
sir.
here, do the same thing, drag down. Very simple, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
That is how the fill works. So we can try the same thing over here. We have the amount, we have the frequency, and then we have the total. So instead of always calculating total all the time, you have your equals to sum. You drag this, right? Click enter, and then drag down. Can you see that? That works. This is very simple. Any question? We are moving. Any question? Guys, did you understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Aramide. Okay, MO. What's your name? Is that MO? The person with the video on. Okay, he's not here. He probably has escaped. He's shy. Emmanuel? Is Emmanuel here? Emmanuel? Yes, Emmanuel? Emmanuel here? Emmanuel have an echo. Emmanuel? Johnson? Is Johnson here?
Yes, sir.
Okay, your background is not noisy, right?
Not at all.
Okay. Oh, I can see Fatima finally. Unfortunately, the place is full. I'm going to wait for village people to drag out one of these live people here, and then I'll put Fatima in. You people can see her face. and then she'll stop being jealous so that Mecca, are you there?
Yeah, I'm there.
Okay, so that Fatima will not be jealous. So let's go to the next thing. The next one is a very interesting topic. I'll probably this will probably be the last class, so that I don't overload you guys with information. Okay, I'm going to look at this. The last one here is our. So we've looked at the sum. We've looked at the field. Let's look at splits. Let's look at splits. Now, assuming you remember when we started this course, we looked at data entry. Do you guys remember?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
For the data entry, I told you guys that it's very possible to work with people who don't care. They don't have an idea on how to organize people's names. They can put your first name anyhow, put your last name anyhow. Just imagine that this is data from somebody that is working in a data entry company, and they send this to you as a data analyst using Excel. How are you going to divide these names into first name, last name, and company name? Because the person just added these things together. Sometimes they will not even add this together. They will even put address and join. So how are you going to divide it? Are you going to come all the way, type this manually, OB, second name, Pira, and then the last one is Contoso? Remember, as a data analyst, your job is soft life. What did I say? Your job is,
Soft life.
It's live.
and what does that mean? Using the best functions on solving problems in the less time possible. If you are a data analyst and a job that is supposed to take you 1 hour, you are using 1 week. If you are working with me, I will sack you. It means that I cannot depend on you to give me data-driven solutions in my company. So imagine I have tons of names like this. Let's look at this. Let's look at this. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes,
sir.
Yes,
sir.
sir, we can see.
Good. So what if in a data, this one is even better. Um, let me look at this. Good. What if this person, okay, good. Can you see this full name? Can you see full name?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Can you see full name column? What if you are asked to please put the data? We want to see first name and second name. How are you going to do it? And if I scroll down, you see that these are more than 100 rows of data. Are you going to open another column? If you want to open another column, just right click, click on insert. You say another column is out, right? Are you going to come here, put first name, and then what is the first name here? Johnny. You come here and type Johnny. Second name, you come here, you type Johnny. Let's say you want to drag down. All right, you can drag down this way, drag all the way down. You have Johnny. Uh, you have Johnny. You come here, you type Lee. You keep dragging. How long do you think this is going to take you before you finish this type of data? How long do you think it will take? Nonsense. Rubbish. You can't do that. So we're going to solve this problem. Who have an idea how we can solve this problem? So that we just need to do 1 to 3 steps, and all of this will be arranged automatically here. Who knows what we can do?
Oh, I do, sir.
Awesome. All right. Tell us.
Okay. So, okay. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Here. Jesus.
Are you consulting the gods?
No, sir. I'm coming. Sorry. Okay, so you select your data. You select the words you want to split.
Okay. I want to split this. So I've selected it. What next?
Then you go to the data menu.
Data menu. Okay.
Yeah, so you click on text to columns.
Text to columns. Okay.
Okay. You select delimited. You go to see it's already selected, then you go to next.
Go to next. Okay.
So under delimiters, you select what is used to separate your words. In this case, we select comma.
All right. Comma. So you click on order.
No,
Then you
it's
go
there
to
already.
comma.
Under
Or
semicolon.
okay, it's under semicolon. So comma is there already, right? So you can
Yes.
see it's divided. Okay. What next?
Next. You select next.
Okay.
Okay, so under destination, you click on the little picture menu, yes.
All right.
And then you go to your sheet and select where you want the text to be entered. So we select from B7 to D14.
It's B7 to D14. Okay.
No, D14.
D14. Oh, okay. B7 to D14. Is that it?
Yes. Then we
Okay.
go back, click the picture menu again.
All right.
Finish.
Awesome. 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 Oh yeah, oh. Who needs a fine baby? Oh, that is very intelligent. Oh.
This is very awesome. Honestly, that's good.
So you can see by the time you are done typing, by the time you finish typing, somebody like Joanne would have finished 3 data sets and then submitted. Effectiveness. If they want to sack you, it will be very easy, but it will be very difficult to let go of Joanne. She is so soft, so sweet, so intelligent, and she knows data. And any lady that knows data knows life. But if she break your heart, no saying I'm send you. Please, is there anybody here that did not understand what Joanne said? Because this is the best way to divide your values into columns, different columns. Is there anybody? They don't they also for Joanne.
Sir, Awolaja Sodiq say he doesn't get it.
You don't get it. Text plate.
No.
Okay. Joanne Sabi pass David. That is true, my dear. That is why I'm going in for her. Very soon now, she'll come and pay groom price.
Sir? This is not India, sir.
Just imagine how she responded. Antenna don't stand. Okay, I'm going to repeat it again for those who missed it. All right. Please pay attention. This is very, very important. Those of you that are targeting jobs in data entry, targeting jobs, people, you are going to be working with people that don't have the type of knowledge you have. So they'll probably be messing your data. They'll be messing your data. So I'm going to redo this because it's very important for you to learn how to clean your data. So let's do this quickly. First thing first, I'm going to clean this out. Highlight your data. What is that thing that divides the names and the company? It is a comma, isn't it? Take note. So highlight your data, go to your data menu. There's this thing called text to columns. I don't know where it's located in yours. Please, can someone read the thing that is written there under text to columns?
Okay.
Separate the
Separate
con-
the content of one Excel cell. Separate the content of one Excel cell into separate columns. For example, you can separate a column of full names into separate first and last name columns. In Word, use the feature to convert the selected text into a table, splitting the text into.
Awesome. So we can click on text to columns, leave it on delimited, meaning that we are talking about characters that contain commas. Our character contain comma, all right? So leave it on delimited, click on next. Make sure you check if it's a semicolon or a comma or a space, check the one that the delimiter that applies. For us, it is a comma. You can see it has automatically previewed the data for you. And then click on next. Once you click on next, the next thing is make sure you check, leave it checked on general. After that, go to where you have destination. Destination is asking where do you want to put the new data that we are going to solve for you. So you are going to click on this icon, click on it, and you don't need to highlight everywhere. Just the first row is okay. Joanne, the first row is okay. Then you go back, click on the text, the future again, and then click on finish. What happened? All right, it worked. I got toggle. So that is it. Whether you highlight everywhere or you click on just the first row, it still works. So what if it's not just a comma? Let's say I want to put something like this. Let me scroll down and put it here. What if it's not a comma? What if you have okay, let me use two of this. What if it's a dash? Okay. What if it's a dash? All right. Given we have removed the comma to dash, so who can tell me how we can solve this? Someone's who can try, please?
All right, let me try. Hello.
Yes, go ahead.
Can I?
Go ahead, but take your mic closer to your lips. Don't be afraid.
Okay. Can you hear me, sir?
A little bit better.
Hello,
Come
sir,
closer again.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
All right, better.
Yes.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes,
All
better.
right, good. Okay, in order to name this data, like you said, the first thing is to highlight the data. Hello, sir.
Uh-huh.
Yes, when we highlight the data, we click, yes. Then we'll click on text to column.
Text to columns. Uh-huh.
Okay.
What else?
Then we'll leave it. Okay. Now our delimiters is a dash. So we're going to click on fixed width.
Okay. Are you sure?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right.
Then we'll click on next.
Okay.
All right. Now we now. Hold on. No, sir. My step is I'm kind of.
NEPA don't take light.
Now we'll go. Let's. Yes, sir. Let's go back, sir. No, let's go back. Let me try the other one. So we'll go back to the delimiters.
All right. Delimited. Next.
Yes, let's go to delimited. Yes, sir. Next. Yes, sir. So we click on space. Others,
Are you
please. We
sure?
click on others, not space. Other. Yes, we click on others.
Okay.
Oh,
What else?
no, sir. Let's go back to space. I guess I want us to remove this dash. So that's what I want.
You are actually correct. All we need to do is put the dash. Where you click other, put the dash, and you can see the lines will come up.
All right, sir. All right.
Because the dash is the thing that is dividing the words.
Yes, the words. Yes, sir.
Always remember, and dash is not part of the options here. We have
Yes,
a
sir.
semicolon, we have a comma, we have space, we have other. So other, you can put whatever thing that is dividing your values. And when you do that, you click on next, right?
Next.
And then
Yes.
make sure you
Right.
get your destination. Okay, this is our destination. Go back there and then click on finish. Viola, I hope you guys
Sir,
understand this.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
My question is it the same procedure for WPS?
What do you mean by WPS?
The other instead of Microsoft. So I mean spreadsheet in WPS.
I've not used spreadsheet in WPS before. I hate using it. I don't know why.
Okay, sir.
I either use 365, Microsoft 365, or the desktop, which is what I'm teaching you guys.
All right, sir.
So I don't. Maybe you check it out. Is anyone using WPS? Is it working? Is the sheet working?
No, Microsoft is
Sir,
always
there's a
asking for
question.
kind of. Okay.
Yeah, question. Yes.
What if you have different delimiters, e.g., dash in the first row, then comma in the second row?
Oh, beautiful question. Oh, I can see the very beautiful and amazing Fatima. She's up now. If you have Fatima, how are you? Can she hear me? If you guys have this, look at the question. What if you have different delimiters like dash? I'm going to explain this in your, I think it's advanced. Yeah, I think it's advanced class, guys.
All right. All right.
Yeah, where you have both comma, dash, and all of that together, it's like advanced Excel. You are not going to use text to columns. You would use a formula for that.
Okay.
The formula is one of the longest formulas in Microsoft Excel. But let's not scare you guys, because you need to use a lot of if functions and if else functions, almost like together. Is Fatima here in class now? Guys, any other question? Oladukun Olatele, what's your confusion about this? Why are you lost? Don't get lost, please. Ask your question, be very specific, and I'll be happy to answer. Which assignment are you referring to? Fatima said she can't find the text to column on my Excel. Can you share your screen, Fatima, if you are here? Let me see if we can locate it. Let me take the split again one last time. So simply highlight your data, go to data menu, click on text to columns. This, right?
I can hear you, sir.
The question. What if you have different delimit? There's a solution for you, Fatima, on the comment section. Someone says you should click on the data ribbon. You'll find it under the data ribbon. So I'm going to take it one last time. I'm going to highlight your values, the values you want to divide. Then go to text to columns. Make sure you leave it on delimited. It's under the data menu, okay? It's under the data menu. Click on next. Now we can have order. The thing that is dividing your values here is your comma. Guys, any other question? You choose your comma. When you choose your comma, before, this is how the data look like. Guys, can you see my screen, please?
Yes.
Yes,
I'm in
sir.
class, sir.
Good. Before, this is how your data looks like. But when you click on the comma, it's going to divide it. So it replaces your comma with a long vertical line. When you confirm that that is what you want, you click on next. Now for leave it checked under general. For destination, we want it to appear right here. So we're going to click on that arrow. Make sure we highlight our first name, last name, and company name, first row. It doesn't matter where you highlight. You can either choose to highlight all or just the first row. When you are done, go back to this dialog box and then, oh God. Can you still see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Good. Go to this dialog box, click on the arrow. You are back to where you started, and then click on finish. And that's it. Okay? So should we stop here or we treat transpose? we stop the class here or should we treat transpose?
Transpose.
Guys, are you hearing me? Should we stop the class or should we treat the next transpose?
Sir, let's treat the transpose, sir. So can we treat the transpose, please?
Yeah, transpose is very simple.
It seems
Ahmed, you can always listen to the recording. You can always listen to the recording. You can't learn everything on one day, but I know this training is for 7 weeks. This is the second week already, and we still have a long way to go. All you have access to, especially those of you in the premium group, you have access to the recording. Um, okay, I think we can stop here before we spend 2 hours 51 minutes. So we'll continue tomorrow. We continue tomorrow. Please, if you are not yet in the premium group, I beg you, let's try to join. All the discounts, they are all gone today. They are all gone today. Any questions so far before we close the session? We'll continue tomorrow, same time, 9 a.m. or 2 p.m. WAT.
Sir, I have a question.
Yes, question.
Sorry, I'll be taking you back to the beginning. I want you to touch a little bit on that conditional formatting.
On the conditional formatting, what exactly do you want to hear?
Just give a little explanation about it. That is all.
Okay, I got that. Any other question? So that I treat them at once. Any other question? But before I do that, because I know some of you are already leaving, is there anyone that learned anything today?
Yeah.
Did you guys learn anything today? Let me know if I
Yeah, yes, I did.
only one person. Wow.
Yeah, I did definitely. I think I learned this splitting data split. I learned it from Joan, particularly.
Oh, awesome. Awesome. Ibokun, the question, what if we have different delimiters? I think I explained that is your advanced Excel class. You don't use the text to column future for that. There's a formula you can use for that. I explained that already. That's the advanced Excel. And yeah, only those in a premium group would be in that class anyway, because it's like serious stuff. How many of you know that you can do some coding in Microsoft Excel? How many of you know? Like Microsoft Excel is literally, especially VBA macros, gave birth to some of the programming languages we have today. How many of you knew that you could do some tough coding?
So me personally,
All
I'm
right.
not aware.
Yeah, there's coding in Excel. We're going to be looking at that very soon. For that conditional formatting, the only thing I'll tell you is you should watch the recording. But because you asked the question, it's basically just to make you to make certain things to stand out. Okay, for instance, you have 50, you have 60, this number, you have 20, you have 30, you have this, you have 100, you have this one. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
So let's say your boss or your employer or your manager or whoever you're working with is interested in looking at sales that were actually above 50. They are not interested in sales that are below that amount. If you have a shop, you have a business you are running, and you are interested in how much products, let's say you have your products, okay, you have your products, and you can mention all types of products, maybe your shoes, your bags, and so on and so forth. And you want to know which of these products brought us the most amount in sales, so that you want to replicate the success in other places. So you could use conditional formatting, which is basically a way of allowing you to see what you are looking for in seconds. So you can highlight the sales column, go to conditional formatting. Now look at the data bars, for instance. So this data bars, if you bring it this way, let's say this, you definitely can see that the color is filled to the extreme for the last one, which is literally telling you that that is the highest amount that was made in sales. So you don't need to look for which is the highest amount. Conditional formatting will help you do that. Another way is just to simply say, all right, you want to look at only the values that are greater than 50. So you come and you type 50 here, right? And then you change the color. So let's say you want to see green field, right? So you click on OK. So what does that tell you? Anywhere you see green, you are definitely seeing that the values there are greater
Yes, I
than
did
50.
also.
Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Good. So that is just that for basic conditional formatting. We have a little bit complex ones much later. And
Okay.
with that, guys, yes,
Okay, sir. I don't know if I can share my screen so that you will see what I'm trying to understand.
yes, you can. Moses, there is a link in the group for you to click on the link, ask the virtual assistant for the link, or your colleagues in the Telegram group or Discord, they will send it to you. Or just look at the screen. The link is written there on the screen. Okay, Mecca, I
All
can.
right.
Nothing is coming up in your screen yet.
All right. Hold on.
Today's assessment is basically repeat everything I've done today, and keep it. Tomorrow, those in the premium group will send a link or an email to you so that you can submit it. Okay. Mecca, I'm yet to see your screen.
I'm trying to share the screen. I'm having a problem.
Oh well, maybe you drop your challenge in the group. Okay, take a
Okay.
screenshot of
I will.
what you are trying to do, explain it, and someone would attend to you. Your colleagues should try and attend to you if they can.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you. Thank you, sir.
Sir, someone is asking about the data analytics class.
All right, guys. Bye. See you tomorrow. Tomorrow, same time, 2 p.m. in 9 a.m. 9 a.m. or 2 p.m. WHA. Let me drop the link to the premium group, like some of you want to join now. Please, we are no longer taking people after today. Joanne, was there a question you raised?
Yes. Salau asked about the data analytics class.
The data analytics class. Okay. If there are people here who are interested, you can join our data analytics class. After your Excel, you just continue learning the SQL Server for next cohort. Or if you want to join the present cohort, they're actually starting the SQL Server, I think next week. So you are still early enough. If you are interested in joining the data analytics class, please enroll and join us. You learn other things apart from Excel. So you learn SQL Server and other things. I think, Emeka, I can see your screen now, but I think we are behind time, so we'll probably continue in the group. All right?
All right, thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So see you guys tomorrow.
All right, bye.
Bye, sir.
Bye. Please show up tomorrow on time.
I will, sir.